Hello everybody, this is Nafisa's piano studio, and today I'm just showing a short part of a lesson for a student doing level 1 pieces from a Bastien book. We're working on a swinging beat by James Bastien, book level 1. And this is Elizabeth, my student.
Hello.
And she's already learned how to do hands together on this piece. But if you're just starting very first day, of course, the best way to explain to students what kind of a song you're playing, what is about, look at the picture, discuss, and give a child a good imagination. As you see on the picture of that, there is a swinging beat of under the sea in ocean. So you can definitely discuss with the student what kind of imagination. So Elizabeth, I actually will ask you, what do you see on the picture here?
A big octopus.
Yes.
and little starfishes.
And what else?
And clams.
Yeah, clams. And everybody doing what kind of, what they do?
They're dancing.
They dancing to the beat, right? So how do you see a picture of a swinging beat?
That they're like dancing while like swimming.
Yeah, swimming and also swinging, like 1, 2, 1, 2. You see, they having a really good time. And that's why when you play the piece, right? Remember, as we discussed when you start working on this piece, that you have to imagine this. And of course, this is for students who just start. They have to play slow, figure out each hand separately, discuss with them all the flats and sharps or the fingerings. And first week it should be definitely practice hands apart. But Elizabeth already knows how to do hands together. So right now we're working on a piece of working on hands together and watching for all the parts where all the notes are played properly, nothing is missing. So we'll try, go ahead, let's try hands together. Let's see how you sound. Okay. And of course, watch for the posture. As you remember in my previous videos, the wrist and elbow should be at the same level. Students should see nice and far from the piano. A little reminder, a point of elbow should be in the front of a child's body. And a good tall posture. Remember, adjust your heights. If you don't know much about, you can always watch in my videos of the proper posture of the piano. Okay, so let's try hands together. It's okay, start right from part 2. Part 1 was excellent, so go ahead, start from part 2. Don't worry about it. If something doesn't work, we'll come back and go over. Yes, B flat. Don't forget B flat, yes. And right hand. Yes, keep going. And don't forget, yeah, that's G right hand. Let's work on the right hand, on part 2 one more time because this was missing. C, G and C sharp. So let's try right from this measure. Continue, very good. So almost there, right? Just a little bit. So right now, you tell me which part you think is the strongest that you do very well. What do you think?
3.
Part 3, I personally think your part 1 is excellent. Part 3, almost, only sometimes you're forgetting this G. Sometimes, like a slight hesitation. But part 1 and 3 are very, very close to that, established very beautiful. Part 2, just watch out, right? For more. So how are you gonna practice at home? What is the best way? The best way, start with the part that needs more attention, which is part 2. So when you practice at home, start with part 2, right? Do 2-3 times, watch for all the mistakes. Then you can play the entire piece. But the tempo is very good. So everything is good. Just be careful with the missing notes, G and C sharp, and this single G, right? So, and then you can do the entire piece. So basically that's what you should do this week. Let's try now to play the entire piece, see how it's gonna work. From beginning to the end.
Okay.
Keep going. Double, right? Try from here, right? Da da dim pam. It's okay. Try it from there. Remember, little mistakes are okay. Yes. And oh, yeah. But you see, don't get disappointed when you're making mistakes. That's how you're learning, right? Mistakes are okay to do because you hear yourself you did something wrong. Second time when you practice, you'll remember, oh, I need to fix here, I need to fix here, and little by little you're gonna get better. So soon we're gonna make a video when you play absolutely smooth and beautiful. All right. So remember, there is a different steps of learning, right? What is the very first step of learning? When you just look at each piece, you're looking at through all fingers, each hand separately, all sharps, flats, legato, staccato. What is the second step? You start working on hands together. What is the third step? You start polishing, working on more smoother, try to be mistake free. And the final step is when you're so good, you can play for the recital, for the people, you can do by heart. So basically step by step. So we are right now between step 2 and 3. We're already doing hands together. So step 3, we're trying to play as much as possible mistake free, but still under process. So thank you for being my assistant. So this was a little part of our lesson with Elizabeth every day. This is just one of the portions because we work on more pieces, but this is we're just showing how we're working on one of the pieces, Swinging Beat by James Bastien from Level 1 Bastien books. Thank you for watching us. See you next time.